So, why am I doing all of this? Well, in 2013, I was worth quite a bit of money on paper, based on the value of equity that I had within a startup that I was running. I was in a relationship that was not very good. I take responsibility in obviously my part of that, but the point being is that I was out of shape, not in good, like all pillars were not very well. Then my company went bankrupt. I went through a divorce or a separation with my life partner, and basically bounced off bottom. When that took place, it made me reassess everything that I was doing in my life. I invested in a small sea salt startup company, and basically started looking at a different way of life, and really, changed the direction of my life, and started really, really looking at myself within, and realizing that my life took place in between my ears, and that I had to learn how to react and properly assess situations and not allow my emotions to take control. So while I was going through that personal journey, I started to realize that there's really no support here in my community for men that are battling mental health and emotional health issues. I started Salts of the Earth, and Salts of the Earth was basically started to help a young lady by the name of Anna Howard, who was working on Random Acts of Kindness, and Salts of the Earth was going to generate revenue to help with her project. And when I started that, I just knew that it was the right thing to do, and it was the right path that I was on. And then Anna took her life. And when that took place, it really triggered me and made me even do a deeper dive into my mental health, and me realizing that my emotional and mental stability was fairly fragile at that time. So that being said, fast forward a few years later, we have COVID. We have individuals that are reaching out to me based on my openness about my mental health. And I realized that, we have, a lot of people that are suffering. So I started Islanders Helping Islanders, which is a nonprofit that is going to partner with Salts of the Earth, which is a social enterprise to generate revenue and content to push back into Islanders Helping Islanders, which is just focused on putting programming together and finding the resources that we need to put the proper programming together to help people. But I'm doing this for me. And I don't mean that in a selfish way, but I'm doing it for me because I believe that it is my calling. I believe that everybody should be doing something to some degree in helping our community and helping people. And based on my personal experiences and my own personal battles, I believe it's time that I really put the effort forth and try to help my brothers and sisters. I believe it's my duty, and I love the feeling of knowing that my past experiences and the wisdom I've obtained through my journey has helped somebody along in their path. And that's also because of other individuals that have opened up about their situation, where I was able to learn and grow from their experiences. So why am I doing this? Because I'm a human being, and because we need to come together. And I do believe that it's all about love. Everything is love. Everything is energy, positive energy, pure energy. And if we come from a place of love in everything we do, the world is a beautiful place. So I welcome you to our journey, and I hope that you will, follow us and hopefully buy some of our products And we're an open source company. So what I mean by open source is that there's no ego. There's no ego to do this on my own and make it happen. My goal is to get it going and then to try and leverage as many people as possible that have great ideas to put it into play. I love a quote from Henry Ford, and I don't know if this is exactly, but he said that he'd rather have 1% of 100 people, 100 people's perspective than 100% of one person's perspective, because that gives you perspective. You know what I mean? Like if you can ask 100 people one question, or ask one person the question. Anyway, I'm pretty sure that that's a quote. Anyway, just